Hi, everyone. Welcome to this daily dose of divine intended to support your shine. My name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. A very warm welcome to everyone who's here catching the live and those who will be connecting with the replay. Thank you so much for your presence. Your presence is, in fact, a gift in my life for which I am eternally grateful. So, as per usual, let's get the Palo Santo lit. Thank you, everyone, for all your engagement. It's really supportive and supporting me and encouraging growth, and I really, really appreciate it. If you're new, and even if you've been here for a while, please do take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Every new subscriber will be entered into the free monthly reading draw, and all current subscribers who comment on any and all of the content here will also get their name into the monthly draw. Our next monthly draw is July 27th. So how y'all doing? We are definitely in the Cancer new moon energy right now. Very emotional, let's say. And so how are we being encouraged to support ourselves today, to really allow what wants to move through us to come through? And my suggestion and my advice would be to show up for yourself as you are. So if you're being called to rest and relax, there is a big theme during Cancer season of resting more. The moon is at home in Cancer, making this energy very much divinely feminine, very nurturing and mothering. So these are the qualities that we are being encouraged to bring into our daily experience, nurturing ourselves, showing up for ourselves, the building blocks of creation. This is what we are. So let's just get into a couple of messages from the Blue Angel Oracle, so Archangel Michael. And also, when you're viewing this, please do check. I've recently released in the last 12 hours medicine messages. They're interactive messages in support of you. They are timeless messages. So whenever you come across them, I trust you will feel supported by them. And I was encouraged, although these messages were recorded back in May, I was encouraged to release them last night at the time of the new moon. So there is some medicine and there are some words of love and encouragement in there for all of us. So please do have a look at that. And there is lots of content like that, lots of interactive messages for you to be supported in a more personal way, which brings me to, if you would like more personalized support from me, you can visit my website, lisalyle.com, and there you'll find memberships to moon memberships, personal readings, and of course, intuitive healing sessions. So it's always my delight to connect with those of you who are guided to connect with me. So thank you. So it is now officially 11:11. So looks like I came on about 4 minutes early, and that is okay. Hello, hi, dear Jennifer. You're like a super engaged sister, and I'm so grateful for your presence here. Thank you for showing up. So let's see what Archangel Michael has for us today. Yeah, there's just this today I feel really at ease and at peace. Two cards want to keep coming up, so I'm going to take them. And then those 2, 5. So Archangel Michael has a lot to say today. And the first one is the positive news, the wings of light. And this is really speaking about us staying the course our heart has chosen. It's a number 27. So 2 plus 7 is 9, which is a number of completion. Um, which is almost not almost, it is the hermit energy, right? So I'm really feeling that in the quietness, in the stillness of our experience, this is where we really get to expand, and this is where the universe, God, our angels, all of that get to begin to stream in all this support to our experience. So if you're feeling a little down in the dumps these days, please do know that things are shifting, and things are shifting and turning in your favor. It feels like a very fortunate, lucky time because you are an eternal energetic of light. You are an eternal being who is here now having a temporary experience. And what you are being asked at this time is to harness all your energetics into this time and bring forth the ancient wisdom that is contained within you and your experience, bringing forth the medicine that you came to share with the world. First, you heal by your own medicine, and then you get to share. We can't share anything that we haven't done or we haven't accomplished, right? And this is the eternal flame. It's a 31. Again, this 4 energy. You are loved, guided, and supported by the angelic realms. Trust this and act accordingly. The 3 other cards, oh my gosh, there are 4 other cards. So this card, I'm going to just show it. It's number 21, the wounded heart. And this is like the 3 of swords energy, right? We've all been wounded. We've all been hurt. And the key within that is not to allow that to determine the course of our life, to determine where we go from here. It's up to us to remove the swords. And every time I connect with this card from this deck in particular, I always feel it represents the wounded heart of humanity. It's a number 21, which is the world card in the tarot, also a very important number in my personal experience. And so this is about us as the individual doing our part, healing our heart, because there's nobody that is immune. Um, we build immunity by moving through our pain and heartache. And so this is about us really showing up and consciously doing our part to heal our heart so that we support the collective of humanity worldwide. And this is what's taking place worldwide and within each of us, this multidimensional healing. And it's a number 5. And so the healing takes place through our willingness to be the change, to be the seed of change that we each came here in this lifetime to be. So, and look at the beautiful butterfly at the thymus gland or the high heart. This is where the transformation takes place as we come back into our power, and all of our power truly, or all of our wounding, all of our pain has taken place before we get to the heart chakra at age 21. So it's so important. People, like, it's the past is the past, leave it to rest, let it, sweep it under the rug, push it in the closet, slam that door shut. Well, that is not going to get us very far. And we can see how that kind of energetic and that mindset has gotten us to this point where we've got so many children of light, so many children of God, adults included, that are confused, that are discouraged, that are disgruntled with life. And it's like, it's time to pull your socks up or pull your socks off and get out there and take responsibility for your life. Take responsibility for what you bring to the table, the frequency, the energetic, the vibration that you are bringing to your daily experience. Knowing that, there's so much healing energy here, because then we've got the Crimson Angel healing, and this card number is 11. So at 1010, we are the masters here to heal. And it's through our walk with our own wounded heart that we really get to bring forth our medicine. That is what the world needs. The sickness upon this planet, oh my gosh, are you kidding me right now? The sickness upon this planet is a spiritual disconnect, a lack of awareness of the children of God, the children of light, in knowing who they are. And this paradigm that we're flipping, we are the glitch in the matrix. We are the switch, the holy switch. Everything that has been imposed externally has been to hold us down. And let's face it, there wouldn't be an energetic trying to hold us back if we weren't powerful, if we weren't incredibly abundant and resourceful. And so there in itself is, motivation to keep going, because we are incredibly powerful. And then remember, we had this card, the Eternal Flame, Ancient of Days. Now we have Maitreya, and this is Wisdom of the Ages, which is which is the Ancient of Days. We are so much more than we have been led to believe. We exist beyond this current life experience, and we have existed before this life experience. And this life experience is where we are calling all of our power back, all the fragments of our soul back into this experience to reconfigure, transform, transmute, and realign with truth divine. And that truth resides within each and every one of us. No exceptions to that rule. Some may be, so this card was a 26, which is an 8. Some of us, and it's pretty evident, many are very disconnected from divine truth, right? Many are like, oh, man is the smartest. In fact, that's not true. Humans are, in fact, with all due respect, kind of like a dumb species. We've been dumbed down by all these external forces, and we live in this day and age where, the technological advancements are through the roof, and yet we've never been back to the moon. Sus, as the children say these days. Anyways, I don't know why that came in, but it did. And so I'm guided to look back at this card here. And what I'm hearing here, it's really important for us to be grounded, because we, within us, and in particular women, natural born women, God created men and woman in his likeness and image, no mistakes, no confusion. And for those of us with a womb, this is where we grow life. This is where new life is born from. This is our creativity. And this is a beautiful, abundant space. It is incredibly powerful. And it's taking me back to yesterday when we were talking about the energetics of the Cancer new moon, and void and womb so came through. And many of us feel like we're in this in between. And we are. We are, because we are the bridge, truly, to heaven on earth. Heaven is not a place we go after we die. Heaven is an experience we are meant to have while alive. And this is a part of the remembering. So thank you for remembering and doing your part to bring heaven on earth through your heart. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you too, Jennifer. And Archangel Michael does have a lot to say most times. This is too much. Okay, where's that other card? No, there are no coinky dinks. There are no coinky dinks. Okay, where's that card? Okay, there it is. It's this card again. So this card comes up, the Eternal Flame, and then from another deck, the Gaia Oracle, we get the Flame Tree, the start of something new. Number 30, creation, balancing the Trinity within. The truth of the Trinity, I asked many years ago, because um, we hear Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And this was, I asked this question back in the 90s when I was in my mid to late 20s. I'm like, how come I'm not understanding this Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit? And through automatic writing, the message that came through is the truth of the Trinity is the divine Father, the divine Mother, and the divine child. Well, that makes so much sense because we need masculine and feminine, male and female, come together and create life, right? So this is what we are. And through us, through that three energetic, we are here to balance the masculine and feminine within us. And, this external confusion that we see in the world, like men wanting to be women, very few women want to turn to be a man, right? Beautiful, Jennifer. And this is the beauty of the spiritual path, is that we have a personal relationship. There's no middle person. We may share with each other our experience, our strength, our hope, the tools that we use, the things that we have found that work for us. Yet at the end of the day, it's about your personal experience with a loving creator, a loving God that resides within. And so, you know, as I was saying, there's all this confusion and people want to justify the insanity and the mental illness that is rampant on the planet, when in truth, yes, there are masculine and feminine aspects within all of us. The right side of our body is masculine, the giving away, supportive, what we share in the world. The left side of our body is feminine, nurturing, how we receive. And so it's not about, oh, I feel more masculine, I think I'm a boy. That's nonsense. I have a womb, I'm a woman. If you have a womb, you're a woman. If you have gonads, you're a man. Simple. I'm not even going to entertain anything other than that. And so this tree flame is really, once again, speaking of this healing, this need for grounding. Follow your passion, right? Not your passion that makes you angry and fiery. And I can tell you, since we've last connected yesterday, there's been a number of situations that have set my blood to boil. And instead of popping off and setting off, I come back to a place of groundedness and find ways to communicate my truth, my feelings in a way that is not harmful to another. Yet it's so important that we stand up for ourselves. It's so important that we stand up for what we're passionate about. Let's get one more card here. I'm not going to do any interactive or card pulls today because there are those medicine messages, and I would really encourage you to go over, that's too much. This one wanted to come out. I'll shuffle one more time. I would really encourage you to go to that playlist, the interactive timeless messages, and receive yours as this card comes out, the message. And again, we have this positive news, positive outcome, very first card that, when we get these recurring messages, it's like God and the universe and our angels saying, we meant what we said. And we're just showing you, we're confirming for you, because you humans like confirmation over and over and over again. We're confirming that we meant what we said. This is a 28, which is a 10, which is this Wheel of Fortune energy. We are moving into this very fortunate energetic that is bringing to us and opening within us the floodgates of abundance. We are the floodgate of abundance. Affirm that. I am the floodgate of abundance. I am the floodgate of abundance. Prosperity now. Abundance now. Let's do this. because enough of this. And we can see here, like all this imagery, this the message here, and this, the cards are very similar energetically. And so have faith, believe in yourself, believe where you're being led. And number 13, of course, had to come out, which is the number of the divine feminine, the number of the goddess energy. We have been deceived about that as well. See, illusion, self-examination, distortion. So everything that is divinely true has been distorted. We live in this reality where what's right has been inverted, and what's wrong has been inverted. So it's up to us to determine, because what is not right and true spiritually, for many of us, those of us in tune with our spiritual essence, the eternal nature of the energetic that we are, we will be offended. Our soul will be offended by that which is not true. And it's really time that, we've got a world that's offended. If I say there are only male and female, there are people that are going to be offended. And you know what? That's not my problem. That's not my problem. If we're offended by something, we might want to take a look within, and why are we so offended? And we're living in a time when everybody's offended. I mean, goodness gracious. If you grew up in the time I grew up in, and the things we called each other on the schoolyard, and the programming, the sitcoms that were on TV, like the Archie Bunker, 2112, it was just there, Archie Bunker and the Jeffersons and all this kind of stuff. It was like, it was funny, right? I mean, I would not want to be a comedian in this day and age. I grew up with the likes of Richard Pryor and Rodney Dangerfield and Eddie Murphy and all these kind of stuff. And they were, that's a part of comedy, right? Helping us to laugh at ourselves, helping us, and laughter connects us, right? And in fact, laughter is the best medicine. So I'm not sure why I was guided to go there. And yet, it's about our medicine, right? It's about clearing the distortion, right? Those shows, I mean, oh my gosh, they were the best. They were the best. And the crap that's on TV these days is just that. It's crap. I haven't found anything good yet. And so this is about us reflecting on, it's like, I believe it was said yesterday, or perhaps I shared that in a session I did with a client this week. I'm not sure, because there's been a lot this week, but it was like I had this visual of a pond, and sitting on the shore, looking into this pond, and like tossing little tiny pebbles and watching the ripples. This is what we are. We are the pebble and the ripple within the consciousness stream. And we're doing beautiful work. And, reflection is a big part of the spiritual journey. It's a big part of, the hermit's journey. So you may be feeling today that you want to hide away and just hang out with your own energetic, do that. Or if you feel you want to get out there and be a part of, the crowd, get out there and do it. Ultimately, the message today is to do what brings you the most peace. Trust that positive news is coming. This is all about healing. For this entire moon cycle, until we get to the new moon in Leo, it is about healing. So, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that looks like for me, and for most of us at this stage of the game, it looks like daily discipline, right? It looks like daily self-care, showing up for ourselves, showing ourselves we care. And as we do that, we'll be able to show others we care, right? And showing others we care doesn't mean always saying things people want to hear. In fact, if you're listening to this, and if you resonate with anything I share, you're likely the one here to say things that are going to tick people off, right? That are going to have people offended. And the way that we can support those who are offended is just show them love. And to stand in that truth, because as we stand in truth, we support others to do the same. As we communicate and express ourselves clearly, we support others in doing the same. And it's really important. We're going to end this today with this message. You are not responsible for how others receive what you say. You are only responsible for delivering your message, delivering your wisdom, delivering your truth in a way that is kind and compassionate. First and foremost to you through boundaries, And secondly, to those who are receiving. So remember that you are not responsible for how others receive the things you say. You are only responsible for what you say. So be sure that what you're saying is true, kind, and necessary, because sometimes we say things when we could really hold back. I'm the queen of that. So, with that being said, I am going to go enjoy a couple hours before I have to head to work today outside of the house. Happy new moon, everyone. And thank you so much for taking part. Jennifer, dear sister of my heart, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love you. And I am grateful for your presence in my life. Absolutely. And we have to get over, you know, we're moving and we're there because I can feel it. I can feel it in my experience. We're moving beyond the opinions of others. Remember, opinions are like buttholes. We all have them. I know that's kind of crude, and yet I love it. And ultimately, wherever we are, you know, in life, it's like, when are we going to start living our best life without worrying about, oh, what happens if they see this video? Oh my goodness, what are people going to think? Who cares? Probably going to think I'm frigging adorable and I have a lot of good stuff to share. And if you don't, well, you know, sorry for you. But with all that being said, thank you so much for being here. Please do give a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to support our Thrive. And until tomorrow, yeah, oh, thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Um, it's like a post I shared. Oh, not everyone's going to think that you are. I think I shared it on the page that got stolen from me, but not everyone's going to think you're a magical, adorable, mystical being. Well, they're dickheads. I love that. Anyways, until tomorrow, everyone, have a fantastic day. I see you, I feel you, I love you, and I am eternally grateful for your presence in my life. Let's do this. Let us affirm we are the floodgate of abundance. We are the floodgate of abundance. Prosperity is mine now. Until tomorrow, take good care.